One. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Disaster Tour. I'm PT, your Disaster Tour Guide, and we are back with another wonderful episode of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. Because I got big news for you folks. The finale starts now, one way or the other. And in the next 5 episodes, we're wrapped.
5?
So, I want to say 3, but
you
when have I
hedged
ever been
so
right?
hard there. I was gonna say you started that sentence thinking this is it. This is the last session.
No.
Halfway through, you thought
I
3
knew
sessions,
this wasn't the last.
and then at the end of the statement, you were like, "Oh God, what have I done? 5 sessions."
No, I know this isn't the last session. I know this isn't the last session.
Dude,
I guess we're going immediately to the fight.
Oh my God, PT, you have no idea what you just did.
Yeah, you think I only prepped one fight for you? You go head first into this, and I'm going to put you through the fucking sandblaster before you get to the big bad.
PT, there are 2 ways to end a campaign.
You will end
Either
up
we
with,
live or we die.
You will end up with less spell slots than Lim.
Isaac is threatening the party currently just to make you wrong about how many sessions.
Especially since, he's threatening as the only, demigod. Nope, wait.
Yeah, that's just not true.
Is Lulin technically a demigod now? I guess. We didn't ask. I thought about it just now and I went, wait a minute.
Honestly, you have no idea how entertaining it was for me to go through that whole thing with Lulin and have nobody ask about it when we came out the other side.
That's fine.
Probably fine.
Karak did one insight check and said, I trust this man. They backstabbed the party once, but I trust them.
Trust.
Newsom decided he passed the sniff test.
That's true.
This question, while still chosen by our players, like the other 2 questions it will introduce everybody with until the end of the campaign, are going to come directly to the players from the big bad as they wake up in the morning. And the question is, what makes you think you're special? First, we have Lulin Boldspeaker, the Minotaur Druidin from Ulfast, played by...
Hi, it's me, Brambo. And bitch, I'm the world's most perfect fucking man.
That's so
Step
true.
the fuck down, bitch.
And you have been for multiple years.
Yeah.
Literally.
I am number 1 on top of
know.
this fucking pillar, and you cannot say otherwise.
I don't know. He kind of got downgraded when he left us.
Then we have Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf blizzard from Zraya, played by...
It's me, Isaac, playing Elliot. And Elliot, like his favorite element, lithium, would of course be worthy because he takes just about any free radical and releases their hydrogen in a violent reaction. Sorry, I don't know where I was going with this. I started with it. I got the question 30 seconds ago.
Okay.
I got nothing. Sorry.
It's okay. You can just you can just let it end. Then we have Lyra Dreamshadow, the Kalishtar wizard from Stumpvale, played by...
Rosie, one Rosie CS on the intranet. And I think that if you asked Lyra that in that mean of a tone, she would go like, I don't know, we just were in the right place at the right time. Or maybe the wrong place at the wrong time.
Then we have News and Worldwalker, the Minotaur Sorbarian, played by... Oh, from
It's
Ulfast.
me.
My apologies.
Wow, who knows? Maybe it just doesn't exist anymore. Like so many other places in this world.
But it would still have a name. Stumpvale still has a name.
That's
so
true.
That's
so
not
true.
his name. That's not his name.
There's you.
I think her response to that would be, what makes you think I ever thought I was special, honestly?
Wrong place, wrong time.
That's so much sadder. I don't know that it is. I think he would think it was, but that's because he's an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And then last but not least, we have Karak Reem, the Furbolg warlock from Elenia, played by...
Hello, it's Terminian Link VT. And Karak would respond with, I'm not special. Anybody else could be in my position, which will make it hurt all the more when you lose.
All right. True enough. So, where we left off last time, where you were leaving Bourgeoisie, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we left.
Yeah.
No, Cobalt.
Or yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Cabaldia,
Did you
right?
go to Koboldia? Yeah, you
We-
did go. No, you
We
were in
had
the field.
already left
You
it
were in the
though. We had
field.
already left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
you're in the field where you oh I wrote his name down. I wrote his name down specifically for this recap. Oh no, where'd it go?
Kobold that we traumatized.
No.
Oh,
Imagine writing things down. What are you, in the Dark Ages?
crazy.
Couldn't be
Crazy.
worse. I forget everything.
Oh god.
I forget things like God intended.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The
Varys
mortal mind
Gallandel
was. Mm-hmm.
with his arm being frozen.
Ferris?
Yeah.
Are we gonna save him? Save Ferris?
Varys Gallandel.
It's his day off.
It's true.
His day
it is
off.
his day off.
Did I fucking
He
miss
He doesn't need
something?
saving.
You said his name was
Yeah,
Ferris.
the
Yeah.
60s.
Yeah.
Varys with a V.
No, it's Ferris.
It's Ferris.
Like,
Bueller.
I have it right here in my
Bueller.
notes, PT. It's
Anybody?
Ferris.
You don't
Rosie
make
knows.
notes.
I'm a habitual renamer of NPCs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, if you forget the name, then you just rename them.
All right. Well, the
And it's
kobold
fine.
is scrambling away. You have 9 diamonds back,
Sick.
and you're just standing in this field.
Yeah. Well, and we took a rest, right? Like,
You
Yeah.
have not rested yet.
do we have time?
Do you have time?
Freaking know what
Bitch,
time
we're
it is.
asking you.
You told
time is
you
it?
told everyone that in 8 hours you were going to come close all the doors. So you have 8 hours.
Oh
at
yeah,
least.
so we gave ourselves enough time for a rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take a little resty rest. Little nap.
As a treat.
As a treat.
As a
All
treat?
right, everybody can rest up.
Okay. Sick. I think I didn't have anything gone, but
The last nap.
the
Ever.
last nap.
Yeah. Hey, Elliot, go ahead and re-roll your 3 rolls for me.
Oh,
Rip.
wait, you used one of them
It's
though, right?
actually 3 nat 20s now, so
Yeah,
if he
it's
gets
3
3
nat 20s now.
I'm just gonna have a Star Leone slip and slide, and the campaign will end. I'm not even gonna.
Did you really just give me the 1 in 20 times 20 times 20? That's a big number. You're right. That was fine.
Yeah. That's okay.
Listen, if the universe decides it, who am I to like tell the universe no in that regard?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm writing up a report for in the channel. Give me a second. I have to report on my failure here.
I see what
Oh.
you've been typing for a long
yeah,
time.
I was
Yeah,
wondering about
well,
that.
It's fine. I'll go click on the link. It's not the one that's just IPs now. It's like a properly hosted thing. That's
It's-
crazy.
You
Yeah,
should start reading the IP. No,
I could read that IP. It
No.
links to somewhere that no one lives. Well, someone
Well,
lives there,
someone
but not
that-
anyone
yeah.
we care about.
oh my
It's
god.
gone
Why do I
now.
care if I say 4 random numbers and someone else gets DDoSed? Why do I care? I'll say it. 192,
Oh my god.
168,
No, my
11.
god.
Do it. DDoS. them.
That's
I dare
crazy.
you.
That's crazy.
I
You're
know.
gonna get
I am
you're gonna get
an
PT
absolute
banned.
whack job. Is that a thing? Is that against TOS?
I
Mhm.
probably.
I would believe that.
Yes,
Yeah.
doxing people is against TOS.
Oh,
Right?
that wasn't a dox, though. That wasn't a dox. A dox links a piece of information, a person, and a private piece of information about them. There's no person to link here. This is just a private piece. If I said a street address, is that doxing? Only if one of the people in the calls had that street address, right?
I see.
I
our
suppose- I
roll
think
map
it's-
did not
I
carry
think
over.
that if
It's
I
your
don't know,
intent
though.
behind it. If you're
yeah,
like, I'm
like, if
saying this
people
so
then
that somebody
go to
will
the
look this
random-
up.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
people then go to the random address, yes. You have brought like undue attention.
Yeah, so don't get me banned.
Anyway.
Anyways, moving forward.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you guys all kind of, we'll say that message came like at the tail end of your sleep, like a whisper as you woke up. As you all kind of almost subconsciously, you It's almost like your bodies know it's time, if that makes sense. What are you doing?
I want to see these rolls.
120 in there.
True. Which, like, let's be honest, is about what I had last time. I only had 120 left. You didn't
God
change
damn it.
shit. You gave me one additional roll, PT.
Yeah, that's fine. I have
Mm.
9 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do your down the drain project on lithium?
No.
Oh,
My down the drain project was on chromium, which is
Mine
one
was
of the
on
biggest
cesium.
pollutants produced by Hill Air Force Base in Utah. It's not Salt Lake, it's north of Salt Lake.
that's
But they produce
crazy.
a lot of it.
So
Well,
what
it's
are you guys
because fighter jets are plated with stainless steel, and that stainless steel leaches out chromium. They had to install a custom water filtration system for the Air Force Base.
Wow. I did cesium because I did like the CS one because I thought that was funny to do my
Oh
initials.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't think anyone noticed. But
That's true. Well, you did just announce it on the internet, but
Yeah.
Anyways,
anyway.
what are we doing?
What are you doing?
Talking about elements.
We were talking about
Okay, so
class.
should we just go okay, well we have to go around and do the whole I think we should do this in montage form.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot! All right, I'll go find the stairs. You find the machines. Gotta have some like old style gym
What?
equipment somewhere.
Oh, I see. That's true.
Look, I'm imagining Lulin on the butterfly weightlift. I think Nuzin does the deadlifts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Karak watches as Nuzin does the deadlifts.
And we go to
I
all
think
of our
Lyra
various
is-
places
And
and
Lyra's curling
Lyra
2
is
books.
still reading the manual. Elliot went up 4 steps, started making tea.
yeah.
He decided to conquer the rest of the steps after several more glasses of tea.
So true.
Nice.
So do we just like take a long rest? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
during that long rest, Elliot's taking the first watch and he's fishing. In this here lake that we
Oh my
are
god.
at.
Oh,
I
that's
have
right, I
mechanics for this.
forgot.
Roll me survival.
Nice.
You were.
Heck
I
yeah.
forgot you were
Right.
fishing for wolffish here.
I am. Look, I was told that this was a thing that I could do, and this is like the third, maybe the 4th time survival's been used in this campaign. I think that's a travesty.
Okay, go ahead and roll me 1d6.
Okay,
I thought you were
got it,
gonna
Bucks?
say roll survival again, just so we've rolled another survival this campaign.
And go ahead and roll me 1d4 again.
I would love to do that.
You catch 1 wolffish weighing 16 pounds.
Nice, right into the bag of holding, and there's plenty of room because of all the granite I threw out.
Cool. That took 6 hours, so now you're only gonna get a short rest.
Excuse me.
No, you can still have your long rest, but it's not
That's
a.
what
the
I
fish
fucking
aren't-
thought, asshole.
Listen here, you're gonna need it.
The fish or
No.
the rest?
Probably both, honestly.
PT
Fine.
thought about the consequences of not letting me have my rest, and he knew that I would just die. And I'd be okay with that. I would die just to spite him.
The final hit on Astraleon
I
is
do
going to
believe
be
that.
getting hit with that flip fish. It's going to be the most comedic thing ever.
You ever had wolffish, Mr. Leo?
Leo.
Mr. Leone.
Mr. Leo.
Mr. Leone was my father.
Sorry.
Call me Astra.
All right.
Call me ass.
So, where are we going?
Guess we have to go to. We know we don't need to go to Bourgeoisie because everybody left. We do need to go back to.
Well, hold the damn phone. We do need to go to Bourgeoisie to shut
The
the door
fledglings.
we opened.
Oh well, yeah. I guess
Fledglings.
that's.
We can
The
just say, if you
fledglings.
guys want to, we can just say that you go close all the doors you opened.
Well, we
Great.
have an unanswered question in Zoe of whether they will or will
That's
not go
true.
in the
we
tree.
will
So
go back to Zoid, but we'll say for anywhere where they agreed to like get into the trees, you guys
Just
don't
get in
actually
there.
have to go
Yeah.
back there.
I think that's a good idea.
Mhm.
The locks will just seal after 8 hours.
Mhm.
Fair enough. Anyways, to Zoid.
All right. You manage to come up in the same spot, thankfully, and when you do, when you step out, there is a procession of monks waiting for you.
Hello?
You watch all of the ones in the back nod as the one in the front blinks as his eyes go green.
Oh.
All right, guys. You know I'm not chill with the whole mind control entity thing.
Well, I didn't decide to be a mind control entity.
Well, I would love to put you in like a normal being's body. Is that a thing I could do?
Okay, I don't like that idea much either.
Well, that means you want to be a mind control entity. Those are your two options,
This isn't
right?
what I'm here to discuss.
Well, then what are you here to discuss?
He kind of turns and looks at Newson. Did you get my message?
The vision?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So your armies are not going to the city.
Nope. Why?
He's got something outside. I don't know what they are, but they're powerful. It's kind of like, you remember how Serenity influenced these people?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's the same, but it's wrath and pride and greed.
That's kind of a bummer.
I don't know what they are, but he has more on the other planes.
I mean, honestly, it seems like it might turn out well given Serenity made these people violent.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one.
Yeah, it's true. It's not much logic to it, is there?
Yeah, you watch it, you watch like the eyes kind of almost glaze over for a second. He goes, I have to go. He's coming. And just this priest kind of shakes his head.
Is there any way we could inoculate people to his bullshit? Elliot is looking to the party on this one.
I mean, honestly, I'm not. There are certain people that can't be controlled by him, so presumably, if you could replicate that in everyone, yes?
Yeah, that's fair. So, like, do we have to kill some gods then?
Ah, I'm guessing you are all here for our decision.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
We have decided that the children too young to care for themselves will go through the tree.
Very well. That
The
was
rest of
similar
us-
to
the rest of us
Bourgeoisie's
will stay.
decision.
Mhm.
Very well. We will open the gate just over here. As he like just sort of turns to Lulin. Lulin,
Yep.
where the fuck do we open the door?
Huh?
You got this.
Say, is it the same situation where we can use it as a door, but not as a sanctuary?
I don't know, Mr. God of the World Trees, is it?
Oh, how the tables have turned. You're now God, Lulin. You get to decide.
Or I guess Harold.
I guess
Go ahead and
Luna's
roll me an
just
Arcana
gonna.
check.
There we go.
We did roll for this last time. I do want to be clear about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do.
Yeah, but if PT doesn't remember, it didn't happen.
No,
That's how gods work.
a 9 is not good enough. It is still one or the other.
Yeah.
You
We're
have
gonna
not
have
figured
to.
out the second piece of the puzzle yet.
We're gonna have to open a door and then take him to a secondary location. It's still the same. We can use it as a door, but not as a sanctuary.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and smooth some feathers where we're headed. Feathers being metaphorical, I think it's actually fur. Susan, do you want to come with me?
Sure. If you all are only sending children through, shouldn't we send them?
Adults will be going to care for them.
Okay, good. I was gonna say we might need to find a location that has people that can care for them.
No, the most recent ranks of our order have been deemed the least guilty and selected to join them.
Okay. Newson does audibly sigh and kind of roll her eyes. But
Susan.
This guy
Yeah.
seems to consider it, and then he
Let's
doesn't say
go.
anything. All right.
As Elliot opens a gateway to the other tree.
she
Alright.
will begrudgingly follow him.
As you head through, the Minotaur are mostly gone. You just see a single Minotaur sitting outside the tree with a spear. As he
Why do you
stands
gotta
up
do
and he
that, Mason?
turns and looks at you all and holds the spear up and kind of goes to attention and just says, "The rest of the army is headed to the city. Everybody else is inside."
All
Great
right.
job.
Oh, Lulin, you're not there. It's me and Susan.
You gotta open the doors back for the
Yeah.
kids.
I'm saying it to the kids.
Okay. Good kids.
Yeah, it's just kind
Good
of
job, children. Good existence.
yeah, a bunch of kids,
Newsom,
a
why do you
bunch of
gotta do
elven
that?
kids are gathering around.
Why do I have to do what?
Why do you have to roll your eyes at them? They took our
Because-
advice. They're sending the innocent children, and they're accepting their fate. A fate they played a hand in.
I still just... I think it's a waste.
A waste of what?
Life?
Well, it's their decision. And it
But
is
they're-
a decision.
They're making that decision because they feel like they have a penance to pay. And I'm
can
not
assure
saying
you
that
I
they
am not
weren't...
making the decision to die. There's a soldier
No.
just stands in front of you awkwardly.
Not you,
Elliot turns
not
to
you.
him. We're talking about the elves.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
They do have some guilt here.
I didn't say they
And
didn't have guilt, but I'm saying that nobody deserves to die for being wrong. Unless
don't-
you were just doing it's the thought process of saying that it's like a universal decision of if we lose and they all die then they deserved it. It just doesn't sit right with me, and you can't make it if we move on, right? If we save the world and they don't die, do they just
Then they'll still have a penance to pay.
maybe?
They don't deserve. From my perspective, they don't see a new world, a world after this one where they deserve to be in it. It's not their world. They helped end the last one.
I just think that if we're going to that sounds like Astral Leon, that entire concept, because it is so laissez-faire about whether lives are valuable or not. And I get that it's their lives and that they, can make that choice, but I just don't think you don't make things right by dying because you were wrong, right?
I agree. I don't think your death can atone your life unless it was in service of something greater.
Exactly.
But they don't believe that they deserve to live, and I can't argue with them or convince them otherwise. And I don't think it would be right to.
I don't know. I
But
guess
anyways,
that's just where we differ, because
we need to
I-
convince a bunch of minotaurs that a bunch
Yeah.
of elven children and a few elven adults are going to cohabitate with them for a while, and they should be nice. Because many of them are losing their parents.
Yeah.
Any idea how to broach that subject? As he like looks between Nuzin and now looks towards the guard.
Gently?
Thank you.
That is
That makes
certainly
sense.
input. Yeah.
I
There
stopped
will be
listening
several.
at Elf. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's what I was worried about. Anyways, I guess there's no minotaurs here, so we'll have to bring them here first. We're going to be closing this gate now, soldier. It will be open after we move some elves through. Gonna take a bit. You can choose to go through now or hold this side until we reopen it.
Actually, I was chosen because I'm Ulfast's fastest runner. If you're good here, I need to head south.
Tell them to set up perimeter outside the frost.
Understood. And this guy turns, and Nuzin, you're fast, but this guy is fast.
He's zooming.
He's zooming right up until the point he hits the woods, trips on a root, and just goes sprawling. But he kind of looks back, hoping you don't notice. So I'll leave that reaction up to you two.
The moment she sees him hit the root and start falling, she looks away.
What about you, Elliot?
Snake eyes. Eye contact.
All right.
His eyes glow a little. Prestidigitation.
All right. We'll just say you guys get all the elves through the gate. Everybody
Great.
happy with that?
Okay. Yep.
I don't think we need to draw that out a whole lot unless you guys have more you want to talk about.
No.
Or if you want to try and reconvince anyone.
No one's on my side for that one, so
All right.
no.
Karak is on your side for that one, but they also don't know how to convince them because it took him 1,000 years to not be in that mindset.
Yeah.
It took meeting you all and having the craziest week they've ever had.
All right.
Sounds like the worst weekend.
As you all gather and the last child disappears through the gate, the wood seems to close together and swirl as if locking, and the world trees across the plain are now locked until Lulin opens them again.
All right, Lulin, you hang out here. Rest of us, let's go fight a war.
Yep.
You gotta try harder than that, Elliot.
What do you mean?
Do you think I'm just gonna stand around and wait?
No, but I at least thought you would learn some elven sarcasm.
No.
All right. You got it though, right? I've been tutoring you for years on sarcasm.
Wait, wasn't that elven sarcasm?
I thought we were just
Yes.
being serious.
No, I mean
I think-
Lulin's thing. I thought that was sarcasm.
Whoa, wait, what?
Was I supposed to be assuming
Wait,
you were
who's
being
lying?
Was I supposed to be assuming that you were sarcastic in certain moments? I've been taking everything you've said at face value.
Anyway,
We'll work on that later.
okay, yeah.
That I will endorse putting on your shelf.
Are we like
what?
sponsoring things to put on the shelves now?
Yeah, does anyone else have any recommendations?
I want to sponsor learning how to punch to be on a shelf.
I trust
Zero?
me, it's already on the shelf.
I'll put that on my
Okay,
shelf,
cool.
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't really want to.
I want it. Listen, I got this set of brass knuckles as my spellcasting focus from Allrond. I have to put it to good use.
Exactly.
I can't disappoint him. He's so cool.
Well, that's debatable, but
In my opinion, I think he's very cool.
that was sarcasm.
Oh, okay.
You'll get there.
Mhm.
So that's it. That's all the nominations for the shelf. No fan fiction, Lyra.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I was gonna say,
What's-
well,
what-
I mean, if it doesn't go on the shelf,
what-
then it has to go on right now. You know, like.
Yeah,
what's-
that's
what's
true.
fan
Well,
fiction?
or it can go in the garbage.
No, wait, what? Wait, no. Now I'm curious. What's fan fiction?
No, okay,
Oh,
that
no.
goes on the shelf.
All right, the question of what is fan fiction can go on the shelf.
Okay, but fan fiction itself cannot go on the shelf.
I think it would
This is gonna get
that would be a
confusing.
follow-on product of like once you know what it is, it'll either go on the shelf or it'll become something
Yeah.
that you interact with immediately,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
depending on your reaction.
Okay. Noted.
What else? Let's think here. What else needs to go on the shelf? Oh yes, of course. I'm sorry to say it. But we're gonna have to immediately revoke the rule number 13. We can't control it anymore, so like it can't, since it's unenforceable.
Technically, Rule
Is that don't
13.
trust children or to say don't kill correct? I don't remember.
I believe
Yeah,
it's don't
Rule
kill
13
Karak.
is don't kill Karak, but I think that's still
Oh.
in effect because we aren't the ones. He's not allowed. It's not that he's not allowed to die; it's that we're not supposed to kill him.
Also,
I can
hate
still
to,
make no guarantees about that either.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
I also hate to bring this up, but I of all the rules, that's the one I've been least confident in the ability to be upheld. Just because it's not that I don't believe it's more just you all have claimed that like, oh, we can bring people back from the dead, but then every time we do, there's like some caveat or like there's something that like happens that causes it not to work, and
Well,
at this
Here's-
point, just what happens happens.
Here's my question, Elliot. Did you feed all of the drugs that you got in Stipvale to that baby dragon?
yeah,
No,
was
but
that
they've
all
been
of them?
used since.
Oh,
You've been
wait.
doing drugs?
When did you do drugs?
Finally, we arrive
one
at the
ever said
real reveal of the finale.
Elliot's
Elliot's not God.
high
He has a
all
serious
the-
problem.
This is an intervention.
Why do you think he needs to get back to a pood every 3 months? Man, man keeps running out. Party fund? More like Elliot's fun fund.
Well, we knew about that already.
Oh, well,
I was
so
just
everyone
thinking,
knows now.
Technically, rule number 10 states never feed a baby dragon drugs. However, I kind of think
What if it was like
considering
an adult drink?
exactly every dragon that's going to be at the fight, if they were all like Derek was during that fight, that would be pretty gnarly.
That'd be pretty
That's
cool.
true.
Like speed and murder, basically.
Yeah, that's fair. I think first we should probably deal with like the bad vibes around the tree.
Oh,
Also, I need to make sure because one of these rules might have to be revoked as well. Are we the house or is Astraleon the house?
The house always wins?
Yes, the house always wins. Lulin taught me that one.
I really hope that neither of us are the house.
yeah.
Wait, so then who wins?
We don't know. We're gonna go find out.
We're gonna
We
find out who
win.
the house is.
We win, but
Wait,
we're not the house.
Wait.
I think in this case, Astro Leone would be the house, but we're making sure he doesn't win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
revoke rule 14. Got it.
Yeah. Well, I think that covers it. We should go.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I pretty much. Everything else stays, you know.
Yeah.
Well, on the way, I guess we'll listen to the Talking Heads.
The what?
What?
The Talking Heads, they're a pretty notorious band. They're good.
How
One
are
of
we gonna
their,
do that?
You listen to
famous
music,
songs is-
Elliot?
burning down the house.
Oh,
Whoa. Okay,
Guess you
okay.
only
you
get
know
it
we
if
are
it's
trying to
rock
destroy the
slide.
house.
I'm sure the opening riff will be great as you teleport to where you are going.
Bing.
Wow, you're right.
We're
Those
there.
3 notes were really good.
Really, really good.
I hope I don't die so I can hear the rest of it at some point.
Well, as Elliot puts away his musical instrument that he can totally play, and that's the drop of the campaign. Elliot musical.
Wait,
You've
tune did he
actually been
play?
able to
What
play
was
an
it?
Yeah,
Now,
he
what was
play-
the instrument?
He plays the same pipe he
It's a
smokes out of.
That's crazy. Elliot plays the ukulele.
Is he telling the truth though?
That's
I guess
I would know.
I guess you'll
Is he
never
telling
know.
the truth? No, is he telling the truth? I would know.
The lie detector.
Yeah,
Just let PT
is my
determine what
spidey
that roll
sense going
says.
off?
I think Elliot was very much the guitar at a party guy.
So he
Oh
can't.
no, he plays
How many-
Wonderwall.
Why do you think he
Plays
knew- why do you
No.
think he had so many girlfriends?
He played
Screw
Wonderwall
it.
for
He
all
just
of
said
them,
he
and then they
plays
all.
ukulele. That's a way different vibe than guitar at a
That's
party.
fine.
Wonderwall.
They were
and
all
Once
ukulele.
you learn
weird.
the guitar, the ukulele is just smaller, right? I said.
Yeah, with
being
less
ignorant
strings.
and knowing
No.
it's not true.
The ukulele, yes.
It's got,
No,
it's
no,
got
they're
4
the same
strings, right?
thing, literally.
Sorry, Rosie knows I'm being sarcastic from
Okay.
my high school experience.
Yeah, so you put your uke away.
Yep.
and then we fight God.
And then we fight God.
Yeah, so where are you teleporting to?
No idea.
Obviously Brester.
I couldn't possibly tell you. I was hoping that we could just go get some snacks from a boot first.
No,
But
we're not doing that.
It's up to you if you want to.
I thought you were trying to end the campaign this session.
Yeah.
Well,
Isaac.
I realized that PT was
Ellie
really
Isaac.
against that, so I decided to go the other way.
No, we're not doing that. We're going vetoed.
Veto.
What's
You
going
don't-
on?
you
What's
don't get
going on?
veto
What's going on
power.
right
Fun
now?
fact,
Are
I've
you a
always had
governor?
veto. I've always had veto power in this campaign.
Point
I
to
just
the
haven't
rules
used
where
it.
you have veto power.
PT, do I have veto power?
Don't get me involved in this.
That means yes. Okay.
You know, I guess that stands to reason. If he won't give an answer, it means
Yeah.
yes.
But both of
That's-
you roll.
If
That's
it's not
often how
no,
I
it means
interpret
yes.
the rules.
Tell you what, roll me a D100. You can have veto power if it's a 100.
Oh my god.
Wait, one roll a session.
And you'll get it
So
on
close to
session
100.
2.
That was 95. That's
Remember-
basically veto
Remember,
power.
kids, statistically no closer than any other number.
It was so close, you guys.
It was so close.
Anyways, all right. So I guess give me a general. Do you guys want to end up with like all the people who have shown up? Do you want to end up right outside the walls? Because the frost
I mean-
starts probably 600 yards from the walls. Because the maze was long, but it wasn't particularly wide.
I feel like we want to be outside the frost, right? Like just to like poke it first.
I definitely didn't look at the world map and get a little confused by that statement, but carry on.
Listen, ignore the world map.
But that has
Yeah,
been my
that was made
guiding light for the
ages.
last 138 sessions.
Well,
It's-
remember
that
how
was
quickly
ages
you guys
ago.
have moved across this continent. This continent's not that big. I mean, it's bigger than 600
Wow.
meters for the snow.
Good Uno reverse.
But it's,
Okay, we're
don't
here.
worry about the snow. The snow is not a factor you need to be concerned about. Just go wherever you feel you need to go.
I'm concerned about the snow, so I want to go on the edge of the snow.
At this point, I'm
I
going
like
to
that I
throw in
just
snow
said that,
monsters
that
just
thing.
for the sake of it.
Oh my god. You have to throw in the Yeti and Frosty. Every snow-related character must exist.
Hmm.
I don't know how you're gonna make Frosty the Snowman and a baddie, but I'm excited.
I mean, Panda did it.
When you said baddie, I was thinking the other sense of baddie.
I
like-
I was about to be like, how'd you bag that baddie?
has a huge ass now, so
Hold up. They've always had a huge ass. Look at them.
okay, well, look, maybe
They're
he's already a baddie.
years of decreasing size.
You know what? Maybe
They're
Frosty the
only
Snowman
ass.
is already a baddie. That's all I'm saying.
You know, and that's all you need to say, really.
Okay, cool. Let's
true.
go to the tree.
Also, hold up.
please.
Is Frosty the Snowman oh shit, is it an arachnid?
What?
What?
An insect?
No.
Oh,
They have
no.
three
Oh.
body segments. Three body
I mean-
segments. Insect,
God.
not arachnid.
My bad.
Yeah.
I think they're an insect.
Okay, but also you need 6 legs.
And they only got 2, maybe 4 if you count their arms as legs.
Wait, they don't have
They don't
no.
have
They
legs.
just have 2, and it's the arms. There are no legs.
Yeah.
No, Frosty the Snowman has legs.
No, wait. Are you sure? No,
He
he's a
stomps around the
snowman.
town.
Oh, that's true.
I can literally get clips of them stomping around, like marching
He
around
also
town.
only has 2
Oh my
body
God,
segments
he
in the
does.
Like when
animated
they're not
version.
alive, they don't have
Oh
legs,
my
but when they're alive, they
God.
have legs.
He does have legs. That's crazy.
This has gone in a direction.
Did you think he just shuffled around or that he was just stuck in place?
Yeah, I
I'm
was
sorry,
thinking snowman.
I'm getting way too heated over Frosty lore.
I'm sorry, I need to calm down.
Sorry, calm down.
Sorry, I need to calm down.
I was imagining him like the robot in that new Star Wars, where like the bottom sphere just rolls.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what?
like
That's
BB-8.
fair.
But honestly, that'd be kind of cool.
We're at the tree now. What's happening here?
Oh shit! Right to the tree.
Did,
Yeah.
All
everybody,
right, she's sending. Let's go.
did everybody get it out of their system?
Yeah, I think so.
I just decided to
Me
let
too,
that
sorry.
one go for a little while.
I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. You're all good.
Yeah, we all know it's Isaac's fault.
I started it though. I did.
Oh.
All right.
Anyway.
So,
What's...
are you go? Well, you can't go. The tree is the one place you can't go within the walls of Brester. That is the one place you cannot go. You can't go straight to the tree.
But we have the god of the trees.
Yeah, Lulin, can't you just get us in there?
Yeah, Lulin, why can't we go to that tree? Lulin specifically, PT, keep your mouth shut.
Sure, Lulin, roll me Arcana at disadvantage. I'm relatively
fuck, yeah.
confident I come out of this the way I want to. Yep, can't get to the tree. Damn shame.
Damn shame.
You know what?
Damn shame.
If you would have rolled 2 nat 20s, I'd have given it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But only with 2. 1 would not be enough.
Yeah,
It was a-
one
it
is
was a
not
disadvantage,
enough.
so he would have
Specific
needed to.
Mm.
And also, Elliot could give him
Elliot
one,
has
so
it, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
I didn't think
Okay.
about that. That was a much riskier play than I envisioned.
It sure was, boss.
Alright, so where are you guys ending up?
You said we could either end up at the edge of the snow or at the
You
wall,
can end
right?
up essentially where the armies are gathering, or you can end up like right outside the wall if you want to. Or anywhere in between.
Let's be where the armies are gathering.
Alright. As you hold out the stone, this kind of portal opens in front of you again as the roots rise up out of the ground. Beyond which, you see a lot of people.
Ugh.
But they're all, at this point, still standing in orderly lines.
At this point. Don't like
Step
that.
on through. Step on through.
As you step through, the first thing that hits you is how loud the wind is. Almost... If you didn't know that it wasn't true, you'd think that you heard, like, whistles and yells on the wind sometimes. But as you all step through and this portal goes down behind you, you look out, and you truly see what has gathered. You see what answered your call. And this is going to be interrupted as I pull up my notes to see what answered your
Mhm.
call. On one
Well, so long as we're not calling about the extended warranty, I think we're good.
on one side, you see the elves laid out in their red armor, bows in the back, nocked with arrows, very orderly, very formal. At the head of them, you see good old Uncle Winzorwin, kind of just floating on his flying shoes. And then you see Elliot's brother, and you see Torian, seemingly working out a battle plan. Overhead, you hear wing beats as you see Razzlethar kind of fly down and come to a stop, landing and walking up to the rest of them. You see groups of what seem to be much more normal people nearby them. There's still elves, but as you kind of look over the group more, you see that there are also Warforged. As you look through the crowd, you see people you know. You see Ephraim, Sumter, Breton, Wilhelm. You see Falnamar and Brennan talking to each other, kind of glancing towards Brester. You kind of realize in that moment that this is likely the first time either of them has been to the city in almost 1,000 years. You see off to one side that there seems to be just other groups of adventurers like you. Amongst their ranks, you see Avery and Roe, Drago and Airy. And then you see the Minotaurs. All the Minotaurs in one place for a final battle. Broken up by family, talking, preparing for the battle. You see Elnis. You see Goldenhoof. Newson, you see your mother and your uncle. Lulin, you see Brave Apple standing off to the side. With Valiant Eye, her crew, Breton's father, and Pharaoh. The Ganassi are here as well, as is the White Army and the Aarakocra. But we'll focus on the people you know, because that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
As you look the other way towards the walls, you see that the space is seemingly empty, but it doesn't feel right. The gates beyond the gates to the city are open.
Ooh, horrible. When you say it doesn't
Elliot,
feel
with
right,
determination, is going to the place where they're planning the battle. But
rude, interrupting.
Lyra should finish asking the
Yeah,
question.
you should
because
have
Isaac-
maybe let me finish my sentence. Thank you.
I didn't think it was important,
Okay.
but we'll see.
Okay, cool. You said it doesn't feel right. Do I get a sense of whether this is like a magical effect or if it's just like making me uneasy, like emotionally?
It just feels too easy.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Also, frick you, Isaac.
Hey,
Notably, you haven't seen any of the perpetuals that are on your side.
Ew. Can I try and reach out to my buddy, my G, my
Ignore.
guy?
Home slice bread slice dog.
I was stalling until I could remember the name.
that's classic home slice, my boy.
Yeah. That's classic home slice, my boy. My best friend.
Yeah, what are you doing? You doing sending?
I don't have said.
Damn,
Just
what
kinda hoping.
Hey, Elliot.
Elliot,
Hey,
can you
Elliot.
call my friend for me?
Can you call my best
Elliot's
friend
not
Igor?
here right now. The line is busy. Please take
Yeah,
hold.
Elliot already walked off.
God damn it. Okay. We'll follow Elliot, I guess.
I suppose.
Elliot.
I
Elliot.
suppose, which group are you going to? Because there's different groups planning things.
The elves.
Interesting. Roll perception, Elliot.
All right.
Actually, you don't really have to, because I think you have a high enough insight. People notice that you go to the elves first.
Elliot does. I don't know about the rest of the party.
Yeah, where did the rest of you go?
Lyra's
Lyra, your
we're
mom.
running after you.
Oh yeah, your mom hasn't arrived yet. Never mind, ignore me.
Lyra's like, wait, Elliot, I need you to do a sending for me.
What could you possibly? Your mom's on the way.
I know.
Okay?
I don't.
She
Okay,
said
I
she'd
don't.
pick you up at 6. She'll be here at 6.
I literally do not need to talk to her. Okay, I need you
Oh
to
yeah.
ask where
Now you
Ignivore
don't need to
is.
talk to her.
No, yeah,
But you just go
yeah.
up and die and let her hate us for it.
Well, what do you probably deserved it? I don't know.
Damn.
Anyway, you did let me die. But anyway, hey, could you message Ignivore because I'm wondering where he is. Like, where is Ignivore? You know.
Elliot, what you want me to use a spell slot right now? Are you sure?
Well, I don't know what level is it?
Would you like to reach out in your super cognitive ways, maybe perhaps before?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it'll work because I don't know the spell sending. um, can I try?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me intelligence.
Okay, just straight intelligence.
Yep.
Okay.
We've done this before.
Boop.
Yep.
Yeah, not good. Not
Well,
natural
you're
one
not-
actually.
Oh no. Lyra, you reach
This
out
is all
to
your
touch
fault.
the mind of a perpetual.
Oh,
What are you
Oh.
saying?
I'm like, hey, Ignivore, where are you?
Oh god. Man really did just dox her only ally.
Now, darling, why would you be calling Ignivore?
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? Who did I connect to? I think Lyra's just trying to shut down the connection. She's
The
like,
connection snaps off.
sorry,
yeah,
wrong number.
wrong number. I did something really bad. Elliot, I did something really freaking bad.
Okay.
I think Esther Leon heard me ask for where Ignivore was instead of Ignivore.
Why would
I
you tell
should-
them that?
I didn't
Elliot,
know, it's just
you get a sense deep in your chest. Perpetuals are coming to this location.
And now they're on the way.
well,
I think you just broke a truce.
but I'm sorry.
As- Ahead of you. Hang on. I gotta double check. I gotta double check my notes. Give me one second. Un momento, por favor.
Oopsie.
Hey, you know what? I was
Oops.
wondering how I was gonna kick things off. Thanks for making it easy for me.
You're welcome. You know, it was all part of my plan.
Now,
Oh, of course.
if you're done like destroying everything, I need to go yell at these elves who are
Okay.
clearly trying to solve the end of the world alone, unlike I clearly instructed them not to do. As he
Okay.
very angrily storms towards the elves.
Yeah.
Lyra's turning on her heel and going to Newson and the rest to tell them what she did.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like News would probably be headed for the Minotaurs, like on her way over there, but
That's fine.
would stop when you approached.
It's to you, Lyra.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't know if we were doing Elliot's or mine first.
Yeah, that
We're gonna keep on this. I made an oopsie train for just a little bit.
Okay. So anyway, News and I kind of made an oopsie over here. Like kind of a big one.
We just got here.
No.
Okay, well, I'm sure it's not.
Actually, it's so bad news, and it's so bad.
It can't be that bad. I'm
It's so
sure.
bad. It's so bad. Okay, so anyway, I was talking to Elliot, and I was like, "Oh, can you do ascending to Ignivore? Because I want to know where Ignivore is."
Mm-hmm.
And Elliot was, doing his thing, and so I was like, "Oh, I'll just try and reach out with my brain."
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think I accidentally reached out to like Esther Leone, and I said, "Ignivore, where are you?" And then Esther Leone was like, "Why are you talking to Ignivore?" Or what? And so I think I broke the truce. Anyway, I think they're on their way too. That's what Elliot said.
Okay.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's pretty bad.
It's right.
Call him back and say, just kidding?
But you're so right. Let me do that. let me just do that. Can I try?
Kill her. Kill her.
Sure.
Kill her.
Roll intelligence.
Nah. Do it. Fail. 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 What are my rolls for the day?
So
Let's use them.
I'm
You got
literally
a
Yeah,
six,
so
but your
a 16,
lowest
and a
is a
natural
6.
20.
Yeah, that's an 8. Not a natural 1, but a natural 3.
You
Damn, I
connect.
can't give you worse rolls. This is amazing.
You connect to something.
Just so you know, I was just joking about that thing I said earlier.
What, Lyra? What were you joking about?
What's this?
It's Elrond. Who do you think it is?
Okay. Just like, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Did he believe you?
What do you mean? Don't worry
It's
about
Elrond.
it. Hang on.
Elrond picked up. I don't know why
Don't
Elrond
worry.
picked
I'm
up.
coming to you.
God, here we go.
Ah.
Stay where you are. I'm on my way.
As Elrond, like, there's just a pop of noise as Elrond, like, steps out of thin air next to you.
Hi.
Oh God, you're echoing. Turn it off.
Oh, okay. I'll turn it off. Lyra just like waves her hand. She's like, I think it's off. Is it off?
Yes, it's off.
Okay.
What did you do?
So bad. It was so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering where Ignivor was, and I was gonna ask Elliot to like, send a message because I don't know sending. But Elliot was, being Elliot, classic. And I was like, you know what? I'll just try to reach out with my brain. And it turns out
Did he
they're
not
all
answer?
yeah.
I mean, it would make sense that he wouldn't
No,
answer.
no.
He's right in a Star Leon's side waiting for his plans.
Yeah, no, it was really a lot worse than that. I think Astar Leone heard me.
You think he what?
Heard me. I tried to tell him I was just joking, but I got you instead.
And we're gonna cut to Elliot.
Thank
Elliot,
God.
you make your way over to see that them all like looking down at what seems to be a roughly drawn map of what the terrain in front of them looks like.
What in God's name are you doing here?
Preparing to fight a war?
Really? Because it looks like you're planning to lose one.
Why would you say that?
I don't know, because you're planning for what, like 1/10 of the people here? What are you doing?
The
The
DM,
only
am
way we
confused
win
by your
this fight
statement.
is if we fight together. Elliot is angry at the elves for not planning with the other tribes.
Understood. Tribes.
Is that inaccurate?
I don't think so.
How are you going to communicate your plans with them? How are you going to get their plans to integrate them into your own? If not, all in the same place. Let's go to the Minotaurs. I'll tell the other tribes to meet there. As he just like looks at his brother and his uncle, just the first time in his life he's put on the disappointed face.
When you look at your uncle, he picks up his teacup and just takes a very deep sip. And then just begins to fly over on his little winged boots.
As Elliot will go and just like I don't know. He'll get on that's what he'll do. He'll get on Shadow Gleam and just like as fast as he can collect the Eritocra and the humans to try to have them like just basically tell them for their leaders to report to the
The
Minotaurs
humans
camp.
aren't here yet.
Okay, then just the Eritocra
Okay.
and the unorganized group you described.
How you
That
gonna
I
talk
assumed
to
was
them?
the humans. Yelling at them. I don't know. The Eratokra.
Aarakocra.
That's a great question. Uno momento.
I mean,
All right, Newsen. We're gonna cut back to the other group as Elliot, you and Allrond both. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, actually.
On save, bruh. That's bullying.
Yeah.
It's all right, I'll figure it out. It's somewhere on the sheet, right?
yeah. Probably at the top.
Oh, you can ignore the name on that. It's not important yet.
Oh,
Just set
Oh.
these
All right, I
to,
wasn't paying attention in the first place.
just gonna set these to roll privately from now on. Yeah. So Elliot, you feel it almost feels like lancing pain, like something has just been ripped away.
Bummer. Anyways,
Your brain kind of because you have Roran's memories. Your brain kind of auto translates that to make you realize that a perpetual somewhere is in mortal danger.
that's a bummer. Not much I can do about it, I don't think. As he like looks over, I assume he sees all wrong.
Yeah, you see Allron kind of like grip his side and just kind of like grimace a little bit. It like doubles you over.
Yep. As you approach it, like one of these Eratokras speaks common
Nope.
because the one that came back to talk to us did.
that was a dragon.
Damn,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Checkmate.
Atheists.
As you're walking to different Aarakocra, trying to talk to them, kind of not really understanding what's going on, you are approached by a relatively short quail-looking Aarakocra with a large staff with a fossil in it that walks up and kind of taps you with the staff.
Yes.
Are you looking for somebody to talk to?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
We're trying to organize the armies. If a couple of your people in charge of leading and planning could meet over by the Minotaurs, that would be ideal.
What is a Minotaur?
Horns.
Ah. With the scales, yes?
No. With the, I don't know, I guess it's hair. I think it's fur. They say it's hair. They shed all over the place.
This Aarakocra nods at you a couple times and goes off and begins gathering people.
All right. Elliot will go to the completely unorganized group of people who are mostly adventurers, I think.
Yep. Well, yeah, it's adventurers and the people from Apud. Like the
Cool.
Warforged.
Yeah.
So as you head over, Brennan and Faldemar both kind of turn to look at you.
Hey, good to see you guys.
Is it?
I don't know.
Better
It's
circumstances?
better than... Yeah. You take the little wins.
Anyways,
Um,
so if I remember,
We're...
there were entrances to the city
on.
here, here, and here. As like they kind of go back to just pointing out like kind of like it's almost like they're discussing weaknesses to the walls in front of you.
That's great. And I'm glad you're planning. We need to plan together. Otherwise, we have no chance of winning. We're going to meet at the Minotaur's tent to plan. I need someone who knows this party's strengths, what they're capable of, and someone who knows, ideally, whoever you've got these weaknesses of the walls.
Well, it doesn't. Well, I'll say it once everyone's together. No point in repeating it twice. as Brennan like scoops up the map and kind of like waves as you see Brett and some of the other students like run over to him, and he kind of gives him some instructions. As you make your way past them, Ro and Drago stand up and join you. Ro's making a remarkably good recovery for somebody who almost got soul killed.
Elliot is gonna help him along,
Yeah, as you kind of
or
all
stand next to him.
make it, as Newson kind of, as you see Elrond grimacing in pain, you also see this large group of people coming up to the Minotaurs.
I'm sorry I had to take the sword, Ro.
Better you than me. Where
Well,
is
it's
it, by the
gone
way?
now.
Oh, well,
Um,
that answers that question.
yeah, it's gone. Yep,
Good gone or bad gone?
good gone. Surprisingly.
Well, good then.
Yep.
And they arrive at the Minotaurs. Lulin, Karak, Lyra, Newson, what you doing?
Did Lyra notice, or like did Lyra notice any of this, like a perpetual is in danger thing, or no?
You definitely noticed that Elrond grimaced in pain. You can roll me a perception check to see if you noticed Elliot doubling over.
Okay. Perception. Okay, we're just getting all the bad rolls out now. That's what we're doing. We're just like rolling all the bad rolls before the battle. And
So true.
Statistically independent.
Yeah, so you see Elrond grimace, but you do not see Elliot fold over behind him in pain. But after Elrond kind of like shrugs it off, by that time Elliot's kind of gathered people and brought them over. The Minotaur leaders all the leaders are gathered and looking at you expectantly, Elliot. They're actually looking at all of you expectantly.
All of us.
Are they here yet? Did those guys walk over to the tent?
They weren't in a tent.
The not tent?
They're just
The group of Minotaurs that are planning?
They're just talking together.
Well,
Minotaur planning is nothing like Elven planning. It's just kind of hashing out what the game plan is.
Yep.
Which most of the time is just kill the fucking elf.
You head left.
Yeah.
You head right. You do what you do best. Let's do this.
So did the party come over when they saw Elliot gathering
Yeah,
literally
yes.
every leader?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elrond will follow him.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of still have that sense, Elliot, that something big is coming.
Now, it doesn't look like we have much time, so we need to get to planning now. And we have to plan this together. If we plan separately, we will fall alone. We have to stand together. All right, so we have some maps here as he like molds earth, a table that is big. And he's trying to replicate the basic outline of the map that he saw the party have.
Okay. Yeah, you make a pretty good representation of like the edge of the city.
All right, Brennan, do you want to speak to the weaknesses here?
Yes, Brester has a few weaknesses, but its strength is that we're never going to get an occupying force through the gates. They're too narrow and too long. A small group, maybe, but it's the getting to the gates that's the problem. It's 300 yards of open territory. No cover, nothing to hide behind. And if we meet another army in the field, they have the walls to their back and can fall back through the gate. On top of whatever they can hit us from on top of the walls. Which I don't trust that there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Now, as for our army, our approach cannot be separated. The Minotaurs are weak from above but strong in force. The elves, quite the opposite. Now, the Aratokra, I assume you can control the skies quite well, yes? As he looks down to his little translator.
Ku nods.
That's perfect. We have to operate as one. We can't be separate here. I'm thinking the mages, as in normal formation, spread equally through all the armies, defending arrows from above and redirecting magical attacks. Are there any questions so far?
Everybody's kind of shaking their heads.
Perfect. Now, let's talk about our adventuring parties. What strengths do they have that we can use? As he sort of turns to someone.
Ro.
Yeah, Ro probably.
I mean, it's not. I mean, they're adventurers. Their strengths and weaknesses are all over the board. They're going to be just as useful tossed into the front of your army as they are if you just leave them to fight in their own little groups. I mean,
the strength of the party is usually with their peers, so let's keep them together, but let's try to spread them amongst the parties.
Yeah, maybe if any big threats that aren't Raked Order are too weird for the normal armies to fight, we'll send the adventurers after them. That is kind of the whole thing we're good at.
I think that's a good strategy.
Asymmetrical
As for the
warfare or
elves,
something like that.
I wouldn't know. Now, as for the non-magical mages, they will help reinforce the front lines. Elves have non-magical frontline fighters, do they not?
Aren't non-magical mages just called people, though?
That's what I meant to say.
We call them nages.
I think
Nages.
Tori and Nilfelker kind of looks at you and goes, I think the word you're looking for is soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
It's okay. You never had to learn the lingo.
The elven soldiers need to reinforce their lines. Now we need to make sure the elven healers are right there with them. Do Minotaurs have healers to keep on the front lines?
We brought some furbolgs with us that agreed to help. I wouldn't say we're keeping them on the front lines, but they'll be doing their job.
That's good. They can back up the center and the back. The elven medics are trained for front lines, so we'll keep them there. Now, is there any other aspects that we need to figure out?
Well, it's just going to be getting you through the gates, yes?
As Elliot sort of looks to the party.
I mean, if we can only get one small group in, makes sense.
It won't. I suspect we will be attacked from outside the city. Much of their forces were kept away from here in anticipation of us destroying ourselves. We can't let that happen. We're here together to save our lands. We all have to remember that. I won't have any, the elves did this, the Minotaurs did that. Is that understood?
Why would we do that? I think everybody who's here understands that if we fight each other, we lose the world.
Yes, but there may be unnatural forces to affect us here.
And
Yeah, that's what's kind of worrying me about this situation. It feels a little too similar to what I saw in my vision, which was a big mix of people at the front gates.
So, to start, once we're organized, we need to hold until Nuzin and Lulin and I and Lyra and Korok figure this out. We need to figure out what is going to be affecting us here and what other threats we may face.
Elliot, you still feel one of those threats rapidly approaching.
Can I get a direction?
No, because it's not like on a physical plane. It's just this looming sense that the other perpetuals are getting closer to you. If that makes sense. I don't know how to describe that, you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Whatever the opposite of feeling like you're falling in a dream is.
I'm rapidly waking up. And that's when we start campaign 2.
It was all a dream.
I would perish.
Same.
But as you're standing here, as you kind of say that, Nuzin, you see Elliot go stiff as Alron turns and looks towards the city walls.
Nuzin's gonna follow Alron's gaze.
Hovering above the wall are 4 figures that you recognize as the Perpetuals. And above them, hovering, holding Ignivor by the neck, is a Star Leone.
Who's distracting Lyra? Remember, you can't lie to her.
True. That's true. You can't lie to me. Wait, sorry. He's just here?
No, they're like
Oh,
in the distance over the city walls.
Guys, we need to go help them right now.
Ignivor looks completely limp.
That's not good. Guys, we need to go. We need to start.
We can't rush into anything, Lyra.
He's definitely
figure
here
this
to
out
bait
first.
us.
But it's my fault. It's my fault that Ignivor's cover was blown.
As
Elliot turns towards, makes eye contact with his uncle, his brother, Minotaur leaders, everyone else. We hold here. Understood?
they all kind of nod.
Distribute the battle plan. As Elliot turns around towards the party.
They all head off and begin giving orders. They also begin redistributing through the ranks. Until you have one cohesive army. In the distance, Astara Leone and the Perpetuals on his side just watch.
Now, where are the rest of them? What perpetuals are with him?
The Perpetuals that are with him are Belgrim, Nelios.
You mean Nathaniel?
Oh no, Nelios isn't here because Nelios can't enter this world.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Velgrim, Kailarin, Selenia, and Viviana. Or Euphoria, Wanderlust, and Curiosity.
Remind me what Ignivor was, or is.
Regret.
Regret.
Well, no time for regret. Lyra, do you have an idea of how to save them without putting the armies at risk?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna fight him anyway, right? So can we just go in and fight him and...
You're more than welcome to come and take him, darling. His voice kind of echoes across the plains.
Yeah, I think it'll be a little bit more difficult to bait us than that.
I don't much care if you sit out there all day. I have a door to open. Now I thought that you were going to be the perpetual I would use to open it, Elliot. But thanks to Miss Dream Shadow, I have a volunteer. And Astara Leone turns and begins to float towards the world tree as he waves a hand, and almost like fog clearing, thousands of demons appear outside the walls. What are you guys doing?
Well, I think we gotta stop a door from opening, But also, I think it's worth remembering that I don't think Spectra was entirely trying to lead us astray when it comes to the armies. I wouldn't want anybody pressing too close to the door.
Why don't we make Spectra an official ally? He's been hedging, he's been hiding, he's been pretending to side with him. If we out him, he has no choice but to side with us.
How would you suggest that we do that?
We could just tell Astra Leone.
I mean, I guess it works either way for you. You'd like him destroyed as well. So, if he helps us, cool. If he gets destroyed, also cool.
I'm kind of sick of fair weather friends.
I kind of like Feyweather friends.
It's kind of good, but raw.
Yes.
Allron just looks at you and goes, yeah, that's like Karak's whole thing, isn't it?
No,
Yeah,
sorry, I misspoke. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Fey friends, the fair weather ones that I'm not. So
I mean, to be fair, it's very nice when you get rid of all the Daggerfalls and you're left with just the ink storms.
I cannot possibly imagine which one of those is worse for books.
I mean, the ink storms you can use an umbrella to make sure that the books are.
That's fair.
Daggerfalls are bad for everything.
Yeah, they would pierce the books completely and ruin page after page after page, like all in one go.
You don't happen to know how to summon some of that weather, do you?
No, it's very much just a natural occurrence in my home.
That's what I was worried about.
I mean, unless you want to somehow lead Astra Leone to there, but I don't think they're very keen on doing that. Not really a
No
reason
shadow
to.
garden there.
As you guys are standing here, you hear metal on dirt as Brennan walks up next to you all.
Maybe there's a way.
So what's the plan?
If we were able to merge magic, maybe we could channel wild magic surge into summoning a Daggerfall with the right intention.
Karak kind of looks down at their armor and is just like, I mean,
I
wouldn't mind. That'd be really neat.
Do you think this
That
would
might
help?
be
And
the
Lyra pulls
scariest
out
thing.
the Lyra pulls out the wild magic, like condensed wild magic thing she has. Would this help?
It could. Can't hurt, right?
I mean,
it would be either way. It's unexpected for both sides. At least we know that it's happening.
If we had control over it, we could potentially start it here and send it inwards.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be great for us moving in, but
Definitely stop them from pushing us out.
Does Elliot feel the presence of any other Primordial.
Perpetual.
Perpetuals?
That's what I said.
Buddy, all the perpetuals are here.
Even our allies?
Yeah, what are they
Or
doing?
our allies are all dead.
Your allies are. One of your allies is standing next to you, and the other one has a hand around his neck.
Don't know why I thought there were more perpetuals than that.
There's 9.
Carry on.
You guys have 3, they have 5, and Nelios can't enter this dimension.
Nelios is kind of required to be a neutral third party here. By their
It's like
very
neutral.
nature.
But
Well, by their pact, they have to be a neutral third party.
Mm-hmm.
well, then I vote. We don't target the demons. We have armies for that. We take out the unknown factor, one of those perpetuals.
Even the score a tiny bit.
Well, they're not impervious, but we've
Also,
seen magic that can damage them.
I don't think Ignivore is dead. We could prevent him from being destroyed.
I would love to do that, but how do we do that?
Stop whatever ritual Astrid Leon needs to do to open the door.
Great. I agree.
So we just have to
Let's
get you
get
all
there
inside.
first.
Mm-hmm.
You said you
Why?
have dragons?
Yeah. A lot of them. All of them, in fact.
Okay, so a good 30 or 40, that should be enough.
Enough?
I'm gonna take your dragons and fight the perpetuals.
That's a good plan.
You go.
You don't happen to have any drugs, do you?
Newsen,
Yeah.
who do you think I am?
Okay, cool. Because dragons don't suffer negative side effects of drugs, so
Okay, perfect. I'll distribute.
cool.
Plus, I can just. He snaps his fingers as a bottle appears in his hand.
You know, fair enough.
Power of creation's a beautiful thing.
Karak is just mentally checking off which rules we are breaking to win this fight.
I'm going down the list. It's a goal.
The rule specifies baby dragons, not adult dragons.
You assume all of the dragons are adults? I don't understand.
I mean, most
Am I
of them
wrong?
are.
All right.
Most of them are,
Are we-
but surely...
Are we breaking rule 0? Always go for the quiche. There isn't any quiche here, right?
I don't think anyone brought
The
quiche.
quiche is what we get after the battle.
Oh yes, my
All
first quiche.
As long as we don't go to hell.
After a few minutes, you see Elrond and the dragons begin to rise up over the army.
Elliot looks back towards his. I assume the commanders are still sort of grouped as they sent other people to send messages. I could be mistaken
Nope, they
about
went
this.
they went to go talk to their own people.
Okay, but the army has
The army is
coalesced.
cohesive, yes.
Elliot turns around and just at the top of his lungs. Hear me and repeat. We attack when they engage, as he points to the dragons. I repeat, we attack when the dragons engage. And I assume that the armies are repeating that back to the back of the line.
I mean, nobody's really making any noise besides the wind. They could probably just hear you, more or less. You got to remember,
Sounds good.
This world has had 4 years of war. There's not a shitload of great fighters left.
Fair enough. Well, cool. As Elliot sort of turns around and is like, "So, you guys ready? You want to go in on Shadow
so.
Gleam, or I guess
Yeah,
you and
I want to
somebody?
ride Shadow Gleam. Can I ride Shadow Gleam?
Hey, Shadow Gleam, can she ride you yet?
No.
Please.
Not at
I
all.
could, okay, how we're both on there? Is that
No.
Like, I'm sorry. God says no.
We're literally gonna die today. I mean, we're not, but you know.
It's okay, Lyra. We are.
Ugh,
Um,
well,
as Elliot just starts walking towards the city.
Got
Oh,
it.
so we're not gonna fly. We are actually gonna walk. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it would just be like two of us in the lead, and then they get up there and they wait.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I don't
Susan
have
can-
a. Yeah, I don't have a bitchy horse. I can carry 2 of the 3 people that need to be carried.
and I haven't turned to stone in so long. Like it won't be a. I won't suddenly drop this time. Hopefully.
That would be ideal.
Above
Mhm.
you, as you're having this discussion, Elrond and the dragons make contact with the Perpetuals, and it becomes clear to you all that being on the ground, regardless of the circumstances, is going to be safer than being in the sky right now.
Well,
Well, yeah, that checks out.
all right. I guess we're walking in.
Having said that, you are watching Perpetuals like swing dragons by their tails. Like, it's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
The army behind you, like, you're beginning to get the feeling that there is some discouragement. They might need a speech.
Well, I vote bold speaker.
I agree.
Bold speaker, you're muted.
When the fuck did I become
I don't
muted?
know.
Oh no! How long have
I'll
you been
purpose for a-
participating?
I hate to say, for a long time, I assumed it was intentional.
I also
Yeah, I
assumed it was
did
intentional.
too.
mhm.
Oh
I've been
no!
making jokes this whole time,
I
haven't you?
have.
Damn.
I literally said I too could be a horse. All right. I can. Yeah. Give. Yeah. I think it's bio break time. So.
So
It
the
sounds
bold,
like bio break
so the bold,
time.
So the bold
speaker has a
speaker
little
can
bit of
prepare.
time.
All right, we will take a 5-minute bio break, and we will see everybody in a minute. See you soon, everybody.
Yippee.
All right, Lulin. Inspire you to greatness.
Elliot, mind grabbing everybody's attention?
Listen up! As he just, like, gestures towards Lulin.
Citizens, we march together. We live and breathe together. Look at your brothers and sisters of this land. We use the same water, the same air, and the same earth. We all look up at the same sky and the same stars. We walk the same roads and sail the same seas. We have no differences. Look to your left and repeat after me. We will be victorious.
They do it.
And to your right, we will be victorious.
They do it.
For our children's sake, for our families, for the generations to come, we will be victorious. We will thrive and live as a one community. We march together. We live and breathe together. Draw your swords, axes, wands, staffs, bows. We march together. And Lulin will start marching.
Almost as if to punctuate it, like the Blue Angels at a sporting event, the airships of Ice and Mont and Stipvale come over the horizon and begin firing on the perpetuals. Also on the demons in front of you. Roll perception.
All of us.
Whoever wants to.
I'd be glad to.
Bam!
I'll
After all,
percept.
in a moment, I will be very perceptive.
In a moment, you'll be. I thought you were just gonna say that you were gonna die. I might as well perceive now. I'm gonna die soon anyway.
In a moment, there will be nothing left.
The demons aren't really reacting to the firing. Even as, like, shells land in their midst.
Are they
Like,
dying?
they're being tossed to the side, but they're just laying there after that point.
I think they're taking up their word. Because we kind of made an agreement with them that they'd show up and, kind of be there.
Yep.
Do we just not attack the demons?
I mean, just
We need to
the-
play like we're attacking the demons. I'm sure they can do what they will.
Have to make a good
But
story.
we need
right?
to make. Ooh, I was gonna say we need to make it believable, but Karak, those are better words. I like what you're cooking.
Listen, he pretended to be one of my land's gods in our pantheon for a while. I think I have an idea of. I think I'd like to think I know him a bit better than the average warlock.
Elliot pulls out a device he's been fiddling with. That some of the party might recognize as like what he was messing with his anti-magic fields with. As thematically, he puts on a suit. PT, would you mind sending me that beholder stat block?
Oh.
Why?
Because
They
Elliot's
put it.
true polymorphing.
oh yeah, real casual like.
Real casual.
Are you
She's like,
true
"Uh-oh."
polymorphing into that specific beholder?
Yes.
That's so unfortunate. You cannot true polymorph into a construct.
Is that right? Where does it say you
I'm pretty
can't
sure.
shapeshift into a construct? You can't shape change into a construct. True polymorph does not have that restriction, I didn't think.
Hang on, I'm checking because now I'm not sure. Yeah, you can turn into a construct. You can turn into the beholder.
Turn into
And so-
anything.
Pending DM approval, but the flavor for this is Elliot is putting on a suit like the one that he had, that like the beholder that they killed.
Okay.
Anyways,
That will help you, I suppose.
Only
sorry.
time can tell.
This may or may not be useful. Which is ironic, because, like, Elliot no longer has hands, so he can't cast spells, but I'm pretty sure if he cast spells, if he looked at them, it would just stop happening, so it's probably for the best.
Yeah, that's true.
You go to see where your fireball landed, and it just sizzles out.
You're like, alright, how'd I do? Oh, shoot, I looked too early!
Oh, damn it.
And you should have that in your player
character
notes
sets?
now. Yeah.
Thank you. I will play as that until I am dead.
Won't take long. Okay. What are the rest of you doing as you see Elliot do this?
Lulin has his shield and his hammer raised, or his hammer is being raised with his right arm, signaling to march. Kind of being the focal point for the soldiers.
The army marches behind you. Yeah, roll me insight, Sky.
Okay. Not very good at that. Let's hope. Oh my
Ooh.
god. Okay.
All right. As you're heading forward, Newson, this bad feeling keeps getting worse, and you can't really figure out what it is until you watch another one of the shells hit, and when the demon hits the ground, it turns into smoke.
Does Elliot see any of these demons?
Not from inside your... Sure, you can roll with your beholder stats.
That was the plan.
Okay.
You've only got 1 billion eyes.
I know. Also, it doesn't... I can't do a perception check. Which one's perception, guys?
Wisdom, I think. Maybe.
Okay.
Don't quote me. I'm not confident anymore.
It is.
wisdom.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
You
good.
can literally click on it under skills
I can? Where's skills?
on the left side of the
The
page.
sheet is different!
Here, let me help you.
It's
There we
different
go.
and I don't like it.
Isaac's worst enemy. A different character sheet.
You do not notice this happening.
Okay.
You're too busy piloting.
So I do have to ask. I'm assuming you're using like your big eye to look at them.
Yeah.
I ask that because would these
Well,
If
demons,
they're
quote
magical.
unquote, be in that cone? Okay, so just
So they're not in range.
thought it
yet.
would be good an idea. Just thought it'd be a good idea to keep that in mind with the anti-magic and all that.
Guys, I feel like this is not right. Something in my gut is saying it's wrong. As she's like looking around at these demons.
I can do that.
Well, why do you say that?
I just. She like when Karak asks, she will point out like where the demons are falling and kind of turning to smoke. Does that seem right to you?
So I'm trying to think if any of us saw demons like die during the during.
Oh, we
the
saw
last...
demons die in the last battle.
Yeah.
I assume, but like, did we focus on what happened when they died? Like, did they turn into smoke, or did they, like, is that just how demons die? Or is that like, is it like, no, this is definitely not right? That is directed at the DM.
No,
Yes.
they turned to smoke. Well, they kind of disintegrated, but not like this. This is like instant poof gone.
That definitely doesn't seem right. Different. Definitely different.
Illusion, perhaps?
Possibly. Maybe a good idea to let the armies know not to.
The demons haven't advanced, right?
They haven't moved an inch.
Maybe best
Hold!
to.
As, like, Elliot puts up an eye.
Lulin will equip his, or I guess de-equip his shield, and hold his hammer up with both hands, making it.
The armies kind of shuffle to a halt behind you.
At which point, Elliot is just gonna, like, fly forward.
All right. You begin to fly forward. Give me 1 second here. Why is... It's like it reverted Newson to the elf, but I do not want Newson to be the elf.
News
The
elf.
that's because the other one never got deleted, but I have both.
That's
I liked news and elf.
what a rude thing to say. No, I also like News and Elf. That was a I like every time Sky gets to do like an off-character news and bit. It is one of my favorite things. I loved it with the dog. I loved it with the elf.
Newson as a dog was truly beautiful. I'm just sad that we never got Goosen.
We didn't get
You
Goose, and
Goosen.
that was truly unfortunate.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's still time. We still got wild magic surges to go.
So true. Can't wait
At
to
the
be a
ver-
goose
at the
during this
very-
fight.
In the final fight,
Elliot-
Goosen unleashed.
You're flying forward, and as you're flying forward, you see a figure step out of this tunnel that is the gate to Bresker. This figure's about 12 feet tall, clad head to toe in plate armor, and as it steps out, 3 wings unfold from either side of its back as it holds out an armored hand and points, and all of the demons rush forward as one.
As I look at the demons, do any of them? What happens to them?
What do you mean, what happens to them?
With an icon.
Oh, no, they don't vanish.
Within. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but they do go right past you.
Okay. Cool.
In fact,
To
they seem
what?
to be ignoring all 5 of you.
Yeah.
As the first one hits one of the soldiers in your line, a young elf, wraps around them, and almost seems to take their form.
Damn, wonder what these guys are. Anyways. That's spooky!
Newson, you hear a whisper in your ear. Darling, there are some futures you just can't avoid. As the demons crash into your lines, and your army begins to tear itself apart. As this happens, it's not immediate. But how are the rest of you reacting to as 2 more of these figures emerge from this gate? And
Elliot, do you think we should jump in yet? Is it
That's the one way in. Let's go.
okay? Rolling initiative. Maybe initiative.
Should we initiatize?
Should we
Initiative indeed.
I mean,
anesthetize?
initiatize
Well, no, not
initiate
that.
and
Okay.
Initiative,
Anesthetize?
initiative indeed.
anesthetized.
Initiative indeed. You can see screen?
Yeah.
No.
Perfect. I must go to screen
can
for
see it.
chat. Oh,
Don't
That
let me
do
just
need
gotta
see
drag-
screen.
No, I can't see shit.
I can see it.
You haven't given the beholder vision.
Initiative.
it has vision.
Well, I don't see anything, so
I wonder if it doesn't consider it something you own.
Maybe.
well, I wasn't able to see my animal's visions either.
Yeah, I don't-
Unfortunately.
I'm just gonna stick you in the corner.
Yeah, that's good enough.
That work for you? That works for me
Yeah,
if it
that's
works for you.
perfect.
Alright, I need to apparently window capture.
Why can't I see where to roll initiative? Where is it?
It's the word that says initiative.
Usually I have the big menu, but it's not.
Yeah,
On,
the bar at
on
the
your
top.
page, on your page, it's going to be the top right, right below hit points.
I'm sick. Thank you.
Yeah, it took me a bit too.
There it is. Wow.
Wow.
Continuing shitty roll day.
So,
But
if
let's see.
It's
we-
okay, me too.
So, as we can all see, there is like a yellow haze around the edge of the map. If you end your turn within 5 feet of that haze, you will take damage from the fighting going on within your own army.
Okay.
So that's the orange stuff is the haze?
Yeah, just the orange stuff around the edge.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get these. Oh, you got to roll, Elliot.
I don't know how.
I got you.
I'm figuring it
Wow,
out.
on our end. I didn't realize that the Game Master dice would show question marks. That's cool as
That'll
heck.
do it.
That happens anytime you roll a private roll.
Oh, that's neat. I never noticed
know.
that.
Isn't it cool? I think it's from the new update.
Ah.
Because they didn't do that. It used to just not show a die when there was a private roll.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
All
it's
right.
so fun.
Well, Elliot, I rolled initiative for you.
Oh, I also rolled initiative.
I rolled initiative for the beholder because that's what you are.
Well, does the Bolto have more or less than the 20?
So less than the 20.
Okay. Whatever.
You were at the bottom of the turn order on the beholder.
Okay. I don't care. It's all the same.
Cool. All right. And we're off. Almost as one, these things launch towards you all. As the first one is going to go directly up and attack the beholder suit that you're wearing. You gonna let me roll this game?
Consider it.
Yeah, I'd love to, Okay.
Also, were they maintaining any spells?
No.
Okay. Just thought I'd check in there.
What's the beholder's AC?
18.
Alright. Its first attack will miss. Its second attack will not. You are going to take 14 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Any attacks this fucking thing, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Okay. The other two are going to do the exact same thing. 19 hit you?
Yep.
29 hits? Oh, that's
Yep.
a natural 20. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not.
Nice. Silvery barbs. Who are you giving
Silvery
advantage
barbs.
Nice.
To Elliot.
to? Okay. You are going to take another 30 necrotic damage, Elliot.
Perfect.
And I don't think the last one can get to anybody.
Thank you.
Damn, that guy had 2 attacks.
They both had
No,
2 attacks.
two of them. Yeah.
2 of them had 2 attacks.
Yeah.
That's
Several. A
Carry on.
handful of attacks.
Lulin, you're up.
Cool beans. I'm going to. I'm gonna go to here. I don't want to necessarily be in range. I am going to. I'm going to cast Crusader's Mantle. Does it need a roll? No, I don't know why. Sure. I guess ignore the roll. Yeah, I was going to cast Crusader's Mantle.
Okay.
Holy power radiates from me with a 30-foot radius, awakening boldness in friendly creatures until the spell ends. The aura moves with me, centered on me. While in the aura, each non-hostile creature in the aura, including me, deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage when it hits with a weapon attack.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
That's my turn. Just support boy.
Support boy.
All right, Karak, you're up.
Okay.
Also, did you... Sorry.
No, go ahead. I didn't realize I was this early in the turn order.
Oh,
Well,
several of us rolled very badly.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can keep thinking. PT, did you adjust the health for your beholder?
It should have 540.
That is not what it has. Let me do some adjusting.
Click on the one that is on the board.
Okay, cool.
Yep, we good?
Yeah, I think so.
That's fine.
Yeah. Cool, carry on.
Yep. All right, Karak, what are you doing?
All right. So, upon seeing all of these, all 3 of these things just rush forward towards Beholder Elliot. Not gonna lie, Croc gets a tiny bit scared, and we're gonna go ahead and activate Time Stop. So I'm gonna. There we go.
You guys are being very free with your spells.
I just know there's not a lot of other places I can use Time Stop right now, or at least
Roll
I
me
don't
1d4.
imagine. Yeah. There we are. So that'll be 1d4 plus 1. That is 4 turns.
You get 4
So-
turns.
So
First turn goes now.
first
As
turn,
Karak, describe this.
Karak feels that same pull they would usually get when when they would freeze up, but almost if anybody were looking at Karak, they would see that telltale sign of fear that he would always turn into when he turns to stone. And from everybody else's point of view, he would get over it rather quickly, but from Karak's perspective, everybody just stopped. And Karak kind of, unsure about what's happening right now, kind of takes a couple steps, getting closer to everything. And now, with time to think, decides to maybe make sure that they're not going to end up with any undue casualties on their end, or at least no, and is going to, sorry, I'm looking for the spell, because I know I have it. It's going to use Wall of Stone to create sort of a barrier between one of these, like, basically right. You said within 5 feet of all this fighting,
Yeah.
right? So more or less right there, so that way there's at least one wall where we don't have to worry about getting too close to. Like, instead of us getting pushed into that area, we have a wall against us of our own. And obviously this just appears out of nowhere after Karak regains composure for everybody else. Let's see, that is one turn. We got
Brother, I'm going to hit you with
the hard
wild magic
part about this
surges
is
at
I
the end
can't
of
do
this
anything
like
that
a
affects anyone
truck.
but me.
That is true.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I fully imagine that Karak is like feeling this magic well up as they do this, but knows there's not really much else they can do. I guess next what would make sense is for Karak to use Melt's Minute Meteor to summon the 6 tiny meteors that they have, but not send them out quite yet. So I'll get to use 6 of those whenever I decide. That's turn 2. I guess it makes sense that actually I'll save that for later. And I'll be honest, I don't really have much else, so I think Karak is just going to end this by aiming it by walking a bit away from these things, and ending the effect by casting Raltham's Psychic Lance at the closest enemy,
All right.
which they will need to do a DC 17 int saving throw.
They succeed.
Let me see. All right, and so that means that they'll take half as much damage as what's about to be done. That's 20, or any... Ooh, one of those is a 6, so I get to activate Spell Bombardment. Where is Spell Bombardment? Yep, right there. Which will let me reroll one of those d6 and well, not really reroll, but add an extra d6 onto that damage. So that is 25 cut in half.
Okay.
Mhm.
As the
yeah.
time stop ends, I need you to roll me. Well, we're gonna go through 4. What'd you do there? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do 4 wild magic surges and see what happens to you.
All right. So first wild magic surge, and the one that we get as a reroll.
294 or 204. Call it.
204.
All right. All creatures within 30 feet of you gain advantage on saving throws against spells you cast for the next 3 minutes.
That's unfortunate.
Well, at least it's only on spells I cast.
Yeah.
All right, roll the next one.
All right, next one is... That's 1, and the reroll for it. I gotta. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. That's the one I choose.
At sunset, your charisma score will increase to 30.
How close are we to
Yeah.
sunset?
You don't know because
Karak
Karak is not consciously aware of that effect, but I will send Term a message.
Oh my god, that's
It's
insane.
sunset, Karak.
It will revert at sunrise.
That makes sense. And honestly, that's
Actually,
weirdly
fuck
fitting.
it. At this point, no, it won't. I don't care. You can keep it.
Damn.
Karak, if Karak survives this, they really are going. They
But
might
also,
actually
it's like-
do really well with their job at the brothel.
But also, it's like
You're about to
it's like
rism with the
midday,
tism.
So, all right, roll me the next one.
All right, next one. I'm waiting for one of these to be awful. Just let's go 961.
Oh no.
Hmm?
961.
Yes.
Karak, you turned into a puddle of water.
Oh, what?
You just it takes the shape of water in the shape of your body, and then you just splash to the ground.
Forever?
You kill that.
Did
I
we
didn't
break
say
one
one?
down.
I didn't say you were
Free to
dead.
go.
Roll me a wild
down.
magic surge. You got one more left.
One more- We do have one more left. Something could happen.
You unwater.
On
It dispels all magical effects on you.
All right, 134.
All right, let's see what happens to Karak.
Huddle Karak. We either get Karak or Cuddle, and I'm.
Damn it! I was on the wrong page.
Mhm.
Rookies.
The to keep it free, the place where this D1000 list has like ads on the page that are like 6 seconds,
Yeah.
which sucks, but it is useful.
Mm-hmm.
There is no fucking shot.
What happened?
Is it the only one? Oh, that is so fucking funny.
What's happened?
You don't know. You're a puddle. All right.
You know, true. I don't know.
Lyra, you're up. You
Whoa.
blinked and Karak was gone.
He's just gone, and I just don't see him anymore.
You
He's
just don't
probably
see him
invisible.
anymore. You do see
Yeah,
a weird
yeah.
He
puddle
can do
of
that.
water amongst all the snow, but maybe he
Oh.
did fire or something.
I think Lyra's not going to worry about that.
Yeah, I think he pissed himself.
I was gonna say he peed and went invisible. Me too, bud, for real.
Okay. I want to. Let's see. I want to look at my.
There's a water. There's a wall. An enemy took damage. There's just a puddle of water on the floor, and Karak's nowhere to be
Ignore
seen.
that. Ignore that. Okay. Ignore that. Okay. Lyra, I think. Well, first of all, she's gonna back up a little bit because I don't like where she's positioned. Oh. I'm in the measuring zone. Okay. And yeah. And then she's gonna cast Fireball, I think. I'm not gonna go crazy on the spell slots yet.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Someone's gotta have spells for.
Yeah. Well, Fireball. So they need Dex saving
Can you
throws.
read Fireball for me really quick?
A bright streak flashes from your pointing finger. Okay.
As the
No,
streak enters the wild magic at the anti-magic cone, it vanishes.
Oof.
oh wait, there's a I didn't realize it was an
Because of the
anti-magic
beholder.
cone.
It's because of the
Freaking
beholder.
beholder. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Could I argue
Damn it.
because Lyra built that beholder, she would have known that and not made that mistake?
yeah, that's true. Lyra would not have made this mistake.
Yeah.
I'm
And also,
willing
it's
to
not on
accept
the
Dealing with
board.
the imperfection
I'm willing to
of,
accept this.
the
Okay.
player.
Because you
Is there a place that I can center it? Or I guess no, it wouldn't be. So we just can't use.
Well, you
I'm
could use magic
kinda-
on the far right.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
is
now
where it
there's a
is.
cone. That's great.
if you position yourself to the
Yeah.
other side, you could shoot it there without it going into the cone.
Sick. I will do that. Yeah, I want to move the. Okay, I already placed it down, but
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. Thank you. But don't get Karak so up one. Well, I
Karak's
guess
a
he's a
puddle.
puddle. That's true. He's a
I'll
puddle.
get
Yeah,
turned
it's
into
true.
steam.
Oh my
If
god,
there's
that
anything
means he
that's-
Listen, I'm trying to
automatically
not
failed
hit-
the deck save. Let's go. This is the best day ever.
It just evaporates instantly.
It just evaporates
Okay.
instantly.
What
Uh,
HP does a puddle have?
Okay, 19 dex save.
Evaporation HP.
I would
I will
argue that
change
once you
these back to
evaporate water,
public,
you
by
have
the
not
way.
damaged the water. It is
That's
simply
true.
changed state.
Yeah.
But that's
You
what
just
the
become
rules
a
do,
gaseous
Karak.
cloud.
All right, one
Portion of
failure.
Karak. Ooh. Oh.
One success. Natural 20
Okay.
success.
Damage. Roll.
Damn.
I can't.
So the one that succeeds takes half.
Takes none. It's a
And the
It
one that
nat
nat
20
ones
takes
takes
it.
double.
It didn't nat
I
one. It just
wish.
failed. It rolled a 6.
It shows up as a red one though.
I
It
know,
doesn't
for some
have a
reason it's
nat
red,
one.
but I
clicked on the
clicked on
deck
it.
save, so it tells you whether you succeed or fail.
Oh,
That's
that's cool.
That's cool.
Also, let me just apply damage to Puddle Karak.
Yeah. Yep.
Harak.
And then I will get rid of that. Go away. There you go.
That's
Or I
that's
guess it
that's
would
Lyra's
be-
go.
Harop. In
Newsen.
order for it to still be a palindrome.
Wait, concentration.
Yeah, your
Why is
wall
it
of stone is
concentration?
probably a concentration.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. I was scrolling up, so I need to scroll back down. Actually, I hate to be that guy, but I'm a puddle. I
You-
can't concentrate.
No, you can just hit the
Great.
button. It's in the chat right now. You can just hit the button.
You know what? Sure. Okay, cool.
Concentration.
All right. Newsen, you're up.
Not sure what that means.
Okay.
It means your wall's still there.
If we go 25. At what point am I considered flanking with Elliot?
When you're behind them on the other side.
Oh, we're not doing catty corner here?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right, then I
Yeah,
won't
because
waste
you
my
don't
time
give
with
up any
any.
magic.
I won't waste any time with magical effects then. We're gonna rage.
Somebody should probably save their magic, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my
I-
I have small spell slots that don't do a lot.
Listen,
So-
the only level 9 spell I had was Time Stop, and the only thing that worked with it was Wall of Stone. I don't care getting rid of it right now.
All right.
We're gonna whack this bitch with an
Whack
axe,
this
as we always do,
Roll the hit.
with the weapon of certain death.
Add
I
advantage.
suppose. Oh wait, consume item? No.
What?
You
You-
also get an additional D4.
Yeah,
radiant damage.
radiant damage, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, the item that the axe
You
has
can-
0 of 0 uses.
You can just
And-
uncheck usability.
Oh,
It's in the and then
Okay.
yeah. I don't know
That's
why. I don't know why
so
I did that.
weird.
I
That's
think I
super
think the
weird. I
update
was like,
changed
it
the
wants me to
way-
consume the axe.
I think the update changed the way items are like coded or logged because we had the same problem on Viola's stuff. Is that it wasn't working the
Yeah,
same way.
I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
Right, roll the hit.
Does a 33?
A
Oh, I
33.
added the D4 to the. That's wrong. So I mean,
29.
It's okay.
Yeah,
A 29 still
29.
hits. It's a good thing you rolled
I
an
added
advantage
that-
though, because the second one was a critical failure.
yes, it sure
Mhm.
was. That's why. Okay. Now the only problem is okay. We need dabblage. Now we add the 1d4. There we go.
Yes. It's the dabblage.
The dabblage.
Aw,
So
sad
13 dabblage on that one. Even my most fancy weapons do the bare minimum damage, so
That is the life of a marshal.
yeah, well. Alright.
On the upside, you can hit him like 5 times. I think you
No.
have what, 2?
Yeah. I get to hit him 2 times.
When do you get your third one? Next level, probably.
I don't know.
That will
23
hit.
that time.
Roll damage.
God, these are all just like feast or famine rolls.
It does kind of feel that way, doesn't it?
Damage plus the 4. Yeah, for sure. Damn, that was ass. All right.
Alrighty. You do notice something. As the axe hits them, it seems to be doing more damage than it would to a mortal creature.
That's good. I kind of was hedging my bet there with that.
Alright, Behelliot.
It's me, Behelliot. Thanks, I know. Well, of course. Sorry, I'm comparing two different things.
Hey, if you want to use
'cause
the eye stalks, you have to roll me a d8 too.
I know. I know. But I remember when I was looking online. Sorry, I'm just finding Beholder stat blocks. I remember it targeting 3 people at a time. This stat block said 1, but online I also saw 3. I'm okay if
I
it's
used 2.
1. 2 is also fine.
I used 2.
Okay.
So you can use 2.
Okay. Cool.
No,
then
it
I
is
will
3.
do
The
that,
beholder
actually.
shoots 3 of the following magical eye rays at random. Reroll duplicates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. that's
3's
what I
fine. Send it.
thought. Okay. Oh. And then I have to roll the d8. So 3 d8s. And no duplicates, so 2, 5, and 8.
Alright. Which ones are you aiming at?
There's only 3.
Oh, you're aiming at one at each one?
They have to be at separate targets, according to this stat block.
Ah, very well.
E.
Alright.
Which that sounds good.
So
I also
are we
have
just
to
going left?
refine
Are we just
the
going left
list
to
of
right
them.
then?
Yeah, let's go left to right.
Okay. So the first one, I will roll a con save.
I swear I just had this open. Where's the list?
It will succeed
There's
its
the
con
list, I
save,
found
so
it.
it will not be paralyzed. What's the next one? A 5?
Yes.
Alright. Saving throw. It will succeed. Go ahead and roll me 8d8.
My 8d8.
Yep.
Half damage. It turns
What is
out to
that,
be 17. Yeah.
Alright, and then what's 9?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Disintegration ray, I think.
Let's fucking go. Dex save.
Yep.
What is it? Oh,
One
it
of those
fails.
It's like one of
So
those
that
is a
takes-
nat 1. Oh.
Roll 10d8.
There is no roll. I think is it 10d8?
It is 10d8.
Okay.
Oh, meaty.
Really good. Yeah.
Meaty.
Pretty girthful there.
It's a meaty disintegration ray.
Not
All
good
right.
enough.
As we head to the next round, you all hear a cry from the battlefield. Amidst the chaos, you catch sight of Aerie, her blade flashing as she cuts down what seems to be a demon in front of her. But she doesn't see the danger behind her as a berserk dragonborn barrels forward, teeth bared and flames already spilling from their maw. So in the next turn, when we come back next week, you will have a decision to make. Do you take your turn to fight? Or do you take your turn to save your friends? But that's something for next
Karak
week.
is Puddle.
Hell yeah.
Karak is Puddle.
Rock is Puddle.
Karak will has no way of responding or even perceiving this threat.
Karak is Puddle.
Mm-hmm.
Slippery when wet.
Eventually, Karak will be every single element. They were stone, now they're water, and they became if some of that steam they became air. They just need to become fire for
It's
a bit.
true, we can make them air. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. Thank you for having a wonderful time. I had a blast. I hope the players had fun.
Yeah.
We are in the end game now. So there's not a lot left until we see the fate of the world, one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to all of our players. We have Lulin Boldspeaker, played by.
Hi, it's me, Brambo. And my favorite part was writing a speech in record time.
So true.
Same. And then we have Elliot Burning Oak, played by.
It's me, Isaac, play Elliot. I didn't have to write a speech today, but I probably should have.
That's for next time.
No, not happening. And I think my favorite part of today was Elliot being really focused and accidentally making Lyra make the biggest mistake she's made thus far, which is really saying something.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
we've
a
had some
huge
blunders.
yikes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little rough.
Well, an inopportune natural one will get you every time.
Hey, the dice
True.
tell the stories.
Yeah, the dice tell the
dice
heart of
said
the
it's
cards.
time-
They are
The dice
the
said he
one
is
and
regret.
only thing that tells story. That's my opinion.
Heart of the cards.
And then we have, wait, it's Lyra. I didn't do Lyra yet, right? How did I forget that so fast?
Oh my god.
Who did I just do? Guys, don't do this to me. Somebody just help me.
What a fucking player, right?
Isaac, right? You just
Alright,
Yeah,
we
you
have
did
Lyra's
just-
we always
Shadow,
we
played
always
by-
get off track on Isaac's turn.
I know.
It's
you
because
guys are
Isaac always
fucking
says some out of
rats.
pocket shit.
Yeah.
Then we have Lyra Dream Shadow, played by.
Rosie, when Rosie sees us on the internet.
What
And what was your favorite part?
My favorite part. I loved fucking up.
I
Fucking
also
up big
loved it.
time. Yeah. You gotta.
Then we have News and World Walker, played by.
It's me, the Sky T. I think. I kind of think my favorite part was Elliot turning into the Beholder, because that was honestly pretty gnarly.
It was pretty sick. And last but not least, we have Karak Kareem, played by.
Hello, it's Terminian Link VT, and I gotta say, Lulin, amazing speech. Wonderful speech.
Thank you. I will copy and paste it into the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And also in the Discord. Exclamation point Discord.
Woo! Anyways, everybody, thank you for joining us. I'm BT, your disaster tour guide. This was the disaster tour. We will be back next week for part 2 of the Bits, Crits, and Halfwits finale.
Who knows how many parts it's going to span?
Part 2 of 37.
One way or another,
Yeah.
it's gonna be 3.
Oh shit.
3.
Um.
I told you panicked when you said 5.
I did panic when I said 5. I fully admitted to that.
Yeah.
Until next time, everybody, be good to yourself, be good to your friends, be good to the world, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.